Hi guys.
Hello everybody. Oh, that's not the volume slider. I'm digging this track as well. Yeah, I'm on my lo-fi playlist. Hey. What's up?
Am I here?
Thank you, right?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just randomly went.
Yeah.
That is correct, right?
Alright. Let's get all of the things going.
La, 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 la.
Fire up this.
Right here.
Up there. I see a lurker. Don't know who they are, but I see someone lurking. Thank you for lurking.
You still working?
Pork chops.
Pork chop.
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Uh-oh. The stream is not live right now. Yes, it is.
Food. Daddy. Is it stuff on
Cannot see.
it? What?
I can't really see.
Is it still filming?
Yes? Because the stream was live.
Food.
Just a stupid bot. Like the music bot. Needed a quick update.
Food.
Boom. Alright,
Food.
show me please.
Is it okay if I go over here?
Yep.
Wash my hands. That thing is.
Yeah. So we are joined once again by co-host Mealtime Junior. Sorry, we're a couple of minutes late. Yeah, just having a nap.
And I was touching crystal plates.
We're going to preheat our oven 425 degrees Fahrenheit. That's me, type that.
Word.
Huh?
Real time. Stream.
I said stream elements bot because the bot was like, the stream is offline. Huh? So I said shut up because it was wrong.
Feel like not stream is.
So 425 degrees Fahrenheit is about 220 degrees Celsius.
What do we need to do first, Daddy?
Well, first things first, grab our chopping board. I'm gonna put this.
My word.
Actually, you can wear this one and wear it in your left ear. No, no, you're putting it in wrong. No, still wrong. Look, it's like a bean. So you put the end of the bean in your ear hole, because that's where the music comes out of.
That's almost like a pro right now.
Chopping board. Get.
Totally falling out.
Yeah, because my earphones are too big for you. Alright,
Hey.
so in the meal kit we have Italian breadcrumbs, a sweet potato. Uh-oh,
No?
you tapped it and then you turned the music off, because the music controls are on that headphone.
Am I putting it in right? No.
And you keep turning the music off.
I'm trying to put it on.
Hold on.
There, did it.
Okay. But just wait.
Are you putting it on that one?
No. What I'm gonna do is just turn off the touch controls. Oh wait, I can't.
Should we switch?
No, it's fine. Alright,
Carrot.
that's not a carrot. Try again.
What?
That's not a carrot. Try again.
Sweet potato.
It's better.
That's like weird shaped carrot. And then it's like, that's not weird shape.
A second sweet potato.
A bigger sweet potato. Show me.
Hold on. Beans that have definitely spoiled over the last week. Garbage.
Are you kidding me? I turned the music off.
No, you didn't.
I heard a
Mayonnaise. Alright, so
This is different.
yes, a new track plays after the old track finishes. How is HelloFresh? Is it as good as advertised? HelloFresh is really good. Now, if you don't get to your meal kit quickly enough, hello? Why did you give it to me if you wanted it back immediately?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, if you don't get to it quickly enough, like this one, unfortunately, I'm about a few days behind on cooking my meals, and as a result, the beans actually spoiled. So you do got to be careful. Okay, you got to stop poking that earbud, otherwise I'm going to take it off you. Okay, bud?
Okay.
My son has my left earbud so he can listen to the music.
Wait, like it's gonna fall out.
But no, the meals are good. Chef's Plate's also really good. Those are the only two I've tried. I want to try goodfoods.ca next, but I the next 3 weeks we'll be doing chef plates kits because I got a 40% discount on my next 3 boxes. One thing I note is that a lot of the meal kit offerings are quite pricey if you're not getting them using discount codes. It definitely doesn't stack up to being cheaper or even equivalent to, you know, the cost of doing groceries, especially because it's only, you know, 5 meals or however many meals you select versus, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But I don't usually eat breakfast, and I occasionally skip lunches. Or I usually have leftovers on the weeks that I'm not with my son. So in my particular unique circumstance, or unique to me circumstance, it can work out pretty nicely, especially if you're yeah. However, once you cancel, they all have retention campaigns, so they'll reach out to you in a few weeks with a, you know, please come back to me, I'll treat you right this time discount. And for me, that's kind of what my plan is, at least until hopefully one of these days these guys will pick me up and sponsor me and just send me the kit at no cost. That was sweet. But yeah, it's just to kind of rotate through each provider. Like once the gravy train on discount runs out with one, ditch it, move to the next one, and so forth. And then, you know, return when they either have a new code or when their retention department calls and is like, hey, we'll offer you, you know, 50%, 60% off. You know, at a 50% reduction, especially if you aren't cooking for a family, you're just cooking for yourself, it does start to make sense, because then your 5-meal kit becomes 10 meals, because each meal is 2 servings. So then you can prep it and freeze half, or throw it in the fridge for lunch the next day. There have definitely been occasions where the meal was so tasty that I boxed leftovers, and then a few hours into the night I went and housed the remainder of it. So step 1 of this is wash and peel your sweet potatoes. like the chicken tetrazzini I did earlier this week. That did not last to see the following day. That was so tasty. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy the HelloFresh kits to see the recipes. HelloFresh actually posts all their recipes online, accessible by the public. And all of the recipes I've cooked are available at !menu, or if they're past like if they're recipes they cooked, if I've cooked them already, they'll be in !archive, although I haven't moved some of this week's over there yet. And if they're in the upcoming week, they're at !menu. But ultimately they will all end up in the archive section of my Google Drive, which means should you want to cook anything I've cooked, you can simply use that card as your shopping list. And for the spice blends, as well, you can find links online that teach you how to make your own versions of like the HelloFresh cream spice blend. So you can put together the whole meal yourself. And probably save money doing that. For me though, between the discounts, the fact that food spoilage is not something I frequently encounter now, because I normally don't have the option to not cook. So my ADHD can't allow me to essentially forget that I have a certain, food item in my fridge. It does work out pretty nicely. And the costs average out to be roughly the same. But they definitely wouldn't if I wasn't using discount codes. That said, if you're not going online to find discount codes, basically anytime you order something online, you're throwing your money away. It takes maybe 15 minutes of searching to find them sweet coupon codes. Also, I don't know if you were here when I was doing some knife sharpening on my stream yesterday, but I don't have to put much effort into going through its. Okay. So I'm just going to drop the knife on the pepper with a bit of a downward swing. And that was just me doing this with the knife. That's all I did for motion. A set of whetstones is going to be one of the things that will be sold through an Amazon affiliate link when I get that set up, because not enough people own whetstones and they're so freaking easy to use. And there is just something incredibly satisfying about cooking with a well-sharpened knife. So we're just slicing these sweet potatoes into about inch-thick pieces. I'm going to boil these up for our mash. Getting back to the meal kits, the nice thing, for a start, you might be able to reach out to their customer service teams and get a discount because you're caring for an elderly parent with them. It was worth a shot asking. But the nicer thing is you can sit down with her and literally go on the website every week and pick the meals that are going to come in the kit. They have a whole catalog. And to me personally, I find if I'm anticipating the food I'm going to get because I've seen what it looks like or I have an idea of what it's going to be, I can look forward to it. It makes that meal so much better when I finally have it. So I don't know, it might enrich the experience of having food made for her as well. To answer your original question of favorite one I ever made on stream, well, the steak ones are unfair to include because I mean it's steak. Steak's always amazing. The scallop and bacon linguine was really good. The scallops provided by HelloFresh were gigantic. For a start, you know, it strikes me as ridiculous that if you provide someone a cooking instruction that says put enough water in the saucepan to cover your cooking ingredient, but the ingredient in question floats, they're going to be there for a very long time trying to get it covered. But yeah, scallop and bacon linguine was probably my favorite. The jumbo scallops provided were about this big, and they provided 8 of them. And then I had a bag of about 20 or so smaller scallops that I needed to use up before they spoiled. So we ended up with a very, very like offensively scallop pasta dish, which was delicious and absolutely catapulted scallops into one of my son's favorite foods. He'd never had scallops before, But he's found his bravery when it comes to trying new things. Right, so once your potatoes are in your saucepan, fill with enough water to submerge them in if you push them down. Then throw in a teaspoon of salt, cover, and bring to a boil. Lid. Excuse this next bit of background noise while I make myself coffee. Oh nice, my microphone's not even picking up the coffee machine. It's boiling. Once boiling, reduce heat to medium. Simmer uncovered until sweet potatoes are fork tender, which will take about 12 minutes. Isn't it crazy that you can get the crema off of coffee? I mean, in your coffee or a machine these days. Good coffee. Right. Whoops, I wasn't meant to dice the pepper. Meanwhile, core pepper cut into 1/2-inch slices. This is where I would be trimming my green beans, but as I said before, they spoiled in the bag. So Brian, how's your weekend shaping up? And hey, which community did you trickle in from? Just going to try and test my patience today. Okay. Well, I know I'm back alive. shallow plate. We're combining Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. Ah, okay, so you came in just the other day then. Like that would have been Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, because I was off stream Thursday. You know, it was that raid actually that that locked in affiliate for me. I wouldn't have made the viewership goal of 3 without that raid. Because the way the concurrent viewership works is that it's it looks at your number of hours streamed total for that reporting period and how many viewers you had for each one of those streams, and then gives you an average. Twitch overall has been, and for years has been, such a welcoming, wholesome community. Avoid the political section because politics always gets messy. People make their politics part of their identities, and or rather they make their party affiliation part of their identities. And when your party affiliation becomes part of your identity, your party's policies no longer matter. You could say you're going to execute 1 in 5 people to make the economy better, and a lot of people will be like, I'm still voting for party X. My whole family does. I've done it for my whole life. And the result of that is, if someone questions said policy, it's seen as an attack on the policy, an attack on the party. The party's part of that person's identity, becomes an attack on them. Then your ability to have a, intelligent conversation, polite discourse, completely breaks down. However, the gaming communities on the whole are pretty freaking wholesome. And on the whole, wholesome was not an intentional pun. So what made you decide to come give Twitch a try? Hey. I have been talking to you, yeah. You might need to refresh. Chef Old Wolf. I'm not sure I've seen you ever around these parts before. Welcome to my humble little stream in my humble little kitchen. How has your weekend been treating you, Old Wolf? Yes, please, come on in. Join me, join me. Join the disembodied voice and disembodied hands of Mealtime with Dad in the kitchen. How did you find your way here, Chef? Always curious to know how people found my channel if I don't recognize their name. Well, the names I do recognize. Well, that's wonderful. It's wonderful to know that I am actually getting organic growth as well as, you know, growth from the communities that, you know, that my friends have created around them. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm a very new streamer. This is week 3 of streaming on Twitch. I am a new Twitch affiliate. Okay, so what we've done just now is tossed our red peppers in some olive oil, some salt, and some pepper, just to get them seasoned and coated. Season your shit. If you don't, you're doing it wrong. And we are going to roast those for about 15 minutes in the oven. Right, my potatoes should be done now, so we'll move those to one side. So Chef, if I may ask, where in the world are you from? I am streaming to you from my kitchen in Alberta, Canada. Although I am, as you could probably tell from my accent, I had a feeling you were going to be from Germany because of the way you spelled kitchen. I saw that one spelling, I was like, this guy seems to be German. Am I almost done? My son is talking to me. No, we're on step 3 of 6 right now, buddy. But we're getting there. Well, thank you for joining me at such a late time at night. But yes, I am a 36-year-old single father. I have my son with me every other week. And I am a variety streamer. Although I primarily stream food and drink 5 times per week, so people can join me cooking dinner. Really, my purpose is just to show that, you know, I am not a professional cook. I'm certainly not a professional chef. My only experience in the food industry has been making chilled pizzas, just the toppings on a pre-made base, loading up rotisserie ovens with various meat products, and being an in-store butcher and in-store fishmonger. So I've worked with food on a raw ingredient side. I've never been one to kind of cook and serve in a restaurant environment. Yes, exactly. But I've met a alarming and somewhat dismaying amount of people who are my age or younger, who said to me, like, I have no idea how to cook. And, you know, I'm largely self-taught from the recipes I've followed online. And my whole thing on these streams is that I cook meal kits, such as the Hello Fresh meal kits, Chef Plates meal kits. Every week when I get my box of ingredients, I take the recipe cards, I scan them in, so you guys can follow them either along with me, or you can just cook them whenever you want, or just read it and follow along to see what I'm doing, what I'm going to do. If you use the command !recipe, you'll get a link to the recipe card for today. Usually you can use !tomorrow to get tomorrow's recipe. I don't have that lined up yet as an image. And you can do !menu for the week's menu, or !archive to get all of the recipe cards from my previous streams, although that needs to be updated tonight. Okay. This should be interesting. Carefully slice each pork chop in half through the center. Really going to be smart about this. You guys, my definition of old is my parents. I have a dad who was born in the 30s. So to avoid ourselves accidentally slicing into our hand with a very sharp knife, and to give us a mostly even divide, there you go, sandwich between 2 lids, and then do your cut. Now, I didn't sharpen my knife as much as I usually do on the stream yesterday, but usually when I sharpen my knives, by the time I'm done, they are so sharp that they'll cut into you and you won't feel it until you know, get lemon juice or whatever inside your cut. or you notice the blood. So I am always very, very cautious with my knives, and will go to lengths to avoid them slicing into me. Now, I maybe should have used some plates to do that instead of these, because these have dips and humps. So this one's quite a bit thinner than this one is. But on the whole, not bad. Yes, indeed. I was saying that just yesterday. That with a sharp knife, you have control over the blade, because you aren't trying to force it through something. So when you stop the blade, it's going to stop. It's not going to slip with all of the force behind it. The other time with Dad's commandments are sharpen your shit, season your shit, brown your shit. And in the case of rice, rinse your shit. If you forget to do any one of those 4 things when cooking, you're fucking it up. And I will die on that hill. Meeky Merc going in for the lurk. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your lurk. I've once again put my scissors down somewhere and immediately lost track of where they are. Have fun and be clean are important, but if you're not seasoning what you cook and you're not browning your meat and vegetables before you cook them, then you're doing yourself a disservice for when you get your end product. You're literally kneecapping and, hobbling what you produce by avoiding those steps. Unless the recipe you're doing specifically calls for like poaching meat, then you don't want to go browning it first. True. I will concede the point on that. But I have, in my experience, of the people that don't season their food, they say it with like this weird pride. They're like, "Oh, I never season my meat." I'm like, why are you proud? Why are you proud of that? Right? Then again, the "I don't season my meat" crowd, you wouldn't believe how often they intersect with the "I like my steak well done" crowd. What step am I on? I am on step 4. Well, actually, I'm just, finishing up step 4. Okay. Bear with me here, folks. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, let me get my assembly line together. Okay, yeah, taking freshness into consideration is definitely a point. I am going to be adding a scissors lost counter to my bot commands, or utensils lost counter to my bot commands. Just so every time I lose something and you see me stop, look around. Brian, you off? Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, raw pork. That is a risky one with the parasites it can carry. But if it's, you know, if it's sourced from a good location, then you can eat almost anything raw, so long as it's sourced from a very, very high quality, you know, place. Ah. Especially if you prepare the pork in like a ceviche style with lime juice and whatever, which cooks it in the alkali or in the base. Okay. We're going to cook our pork in batches here after coating it. So take your pork, firmly press one side in. And the other side. Then in the pan. That's one of the things that blows my mind about Japan. They have a national salmonella rate of about, I think it's about 12 incidents nationwide of salmonella poisoning from eggs, which then causes a full-on investigation into how that occurred, because their quality control on their eggs is so high. Yeah. I've traveled a fair bit in my time. And I've never seen, I can't say never, like in like Italy and such, there's that kind of same level of reverence for food. But I found that in Japan, it's not just food, it's like any sort of production of anything yes, they honor what they're, and like I said, not just the food, just whatever they're making. If something is being made, it's made with devotion. And always trying to do what they've done better. And I greatly appreciate that. Yes, they do. Sorry, my camera's on the wrong view here. Glitch the Dragon, thank you very much for your follow. Welcome in. And Dad. Oh, thank you for your bits as well. It's very kind of you, seeing as we've just met. Let me sort my lighting out here so you can actually see.
You think about a dragon fruit?
Not something about a dragon fruit. We have a very kind individual on Twitch called Glitch the Dragon.
Ooh.
They are here.
Glitch the Dragon.
They are here while working on some commission projects.
I hope you don't glitch me to death. Please don't.
The voice you're hearing right now is my son, Realtime Jr.
Yeah.
And my son and occasional co-host.
Who's now abandoning my father? Seaweed.
No. Hey son. Somebody from Germany called Chef Old Wolf says hello. He says hi. We've met friends from all around the world due to Twitch. One of my followers is from Saudi Arabia. Oh no, he knows what and where Germany is.
That's the seaweed.
No seaweed. He is an addict. So I bought these roasted seaweed sheets.
Can I have?
And he has been addicted to them. No. Okay, yeah, you can have a pack of seaweed. It's fine.
What?
You can have a pack of seaweed.
Yay! Seaweed.
Yeah, nori. But it's lightly salted and seasoned with sesame oil. They are actually very tasty. Honestly, of all the things he could be demanding to eat, I will happily take him demanding to eat something as nutritious as seasoned seaweed. Yeah, the salt, but he doesn't have much salt elsewhere, so it does balance out. Also, how's it going, Moon Knight? Thanks for coming in. we are just getting to the Parmesan crusted portion of the stream. Once these are golden brown, they're going into the top rack of my oven. And I'm going to make the mashed potatoes. Oh no, he's 7. Also, Glitch, thank you so much for your compliment on my voice. I really appreciate that. That was the other driving reason to start streaming, actually. I have been told over over years, both professionally and personally, oh, I love your voice, I pay to hear you speak. And I lost my job in April, and I'm continuing to look for employment right now. But I thought, I have some spare time. Let's see if people really would pay to hear me speak. The next step from here is, if people decide they want to hear my voice more, is to maybe start doing voiceover content on Fiverr. I don't have a social command yet. So I am very new to Twitch streaming. This is week 3 of having a streaming channel. I made affiliate in 2 weeks. I do have a donate link that is in my about section. And people can now actually subscribe to me, as I got Twitch affiliate on Friday, actually. Friday or Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, I became a Twitch affiliate this week due to the help of many of my friends who run their own streaming communities, and folks like yourselves who have just strolled on in organically. Thank you so much. I was about to say, and while there's no need for anyone to subscribe and throw money at me, every bit does help. And, should this pick up enough, I would consider taking it into a full-time thing. Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. While my son is at school, I'm going to be working on bot commands, on rejigging the panels, channel point redemptions, and so forth, to make this a bit more interactive for you guys. What is that flashing?
TV.
Okay.
Why are you talking to me?
I wasn't.
Just hear my son.
Alright.
What step are you on?
We are on step 6. Last step.
Last step.
Oh, my son came up to me and started talking to me. And I saw out of the corner of my eye there was something like rapidly flashing. And I was like, what the hell? Turns out it was my TV.
Actually, step 7 is game time, right?
Yes, step 7 will be game time. So after I am done with this cooking stream, we are going to go upstairs and shift into gaming mode.
Guys, if you weren't here when we played a game today, if you want, you can let us know.
I don't have a load command either, I'm so sorry. My bot is the most stripped down, bare naked ass off the assembly line bot that you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I have done nothing with it apart from setting up like
Thank you.
like chat command, not commands, but setting up certain banned phrases.
Oh, that doesn't.
It's getting stuck.
It's bottom.
Oh, yeah. It's not meant to be on the top shelf.
Well, then why'd you put it on the top shelf, dummy?
Because I'm not smart sometimes. Me big brain do a small brain sometimes.
Yes. Do it. Daddy, do it. The viewers want to hear it. Do you guys want to hear my
So,
dad
we're gonna
call
take
himself an idiot?
2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of milk. Oh yeah, he is resolute, alright, that's, we can use that word.
Is that a compliment?
It could be a compliment.
How?
One could take it to mean that you don't back down when challenged, or one could take it to mean that you're stubborn.
Huh? Is that a stubborn compliment?
It's not, that's why I say it could be seen as a compliment. Depends which way you take it.
As I'm brave.
What job do I want to do? I've been using computers since I was very young, since I was about 6 or 7 years old, actually. Back when everything was run
Now,
off.
can you pour me some milk,
Can I pour you some milk? What?
please?
Yes. There you go.
Not these.
Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here.
No.
Yeah, so I've used computers since a very young age. What I'm really good at is like optimizing processes, like basically business consultancy, IT consultancy for business. I really enjoy that. It's impactful to people almost immediately and for long term if you do it right. And that's what I was doing previously. Check on those pork chops. They're smelling good. Grab our giant box of salt again. Quarter teaspoon of salt in the mash. Pepper. Now my mash has been cooling for a little bit. No, that is sweet potatoes. Although I'm getting a nasty feeling that I didn't boil them for long enough. gonna be a problem. Not a huge problem though. That's okay. My son, he doesn't really get that intimidated by age. Nor do I, for that matter. Hi, very, very hungry.
I am very excited to house it.
Well, take a look.
Can I grab one and start housing it?
No.
Oh my god. They're gonna take my Ayrton's blade. Let me try. Give it a shot.
Hold on.
I would.
No.
No. No, that.
No, it's fork.
I have pork. I'm fine with pork.
Thank you for the look. And have fun with maths.
And you?
Okay. In order to undo my screw up with these mashed potatoes, we are quickly going to throw them in the microwave. At 7 years, I don't know if any kids would taste food before cooked. Never taste food before cooked.
Of course, here, like, I am with you my opinion of the food.
Okay, so I've messed up a little bit with my mash.
Okay,
I didn't check if it was fork tender before draining it.
Daddy's what?
So,
Is it done?
not yet.
Okay.
So into the microwave, it's going to go
Oh my god, it's so good.
for about 90 seconds. We'll see what that does to my stream and my connection, given that the laptop's connected wirelessly. For me, on a personal level, I find that food is a great way to experience other cultures as well. So I've always wanted my son. Oh, it's hug time! Hug time for Dad.
Yeah.
I love you, Daddy. Stream gets a hug as well because I'm wearing the microphone.
Dad, let me give you a separate hug.
Hug time with son.
Hi guys.
But yeah, I find that food is such an easy way to begin exploring like a foreign culture and just experiencing a different, you can experience food from the other side of the world and
Like America.
no, not like from America, like from the Middle East,
Or
somewhere that
from
you'd
Japan.
never go or never have gone.
Like,
And
we're
you-
in Canada. Canada,
You briefly,
and American getting food from Japan.
you briefly are transported there, experiencing what the people who live there experience. And I think it's such a magical, experience. You're right. And food gathers people as well. Even more so if you make it together with someone. Just the act of making anything with a person, it strengthens that bond.
Eyes, I'm haunting your souls.
Exactly. Now, it's getting a little bit dark in here, so we're gonna
Brighten it up.
just bump the lighting up a little bit.
Just, give it a little push. Just push it a little bit. Daddy?
Yes.
Push it a little. Just nudge it. We nudged it. We didn't punch it to death. We nudged it. What do I mean by we nudged it? I mean we absolutely kicked it to death.
Okay. My son does have opinions, and he's not afraid to share them.
Yeah. I don't care what any of you say. I will still say them.
Okay. Now it's time to play. One time when I did this, I played the Avengers Assemble theme. Immediately got a copyright strike on the video and had to remove the audio. Oh man, chimichurri sauce would be fantastic. But I lack the ingredients to make one right now. But you're right. Would cut through the richness of the sweet potato and the richness of the pork. Really liven this dish up, even visually. There we go. Parmesan crusted pork with veggie bake, sweet potato mash. And as is tradition, now it's time for me to take a quick photo, so I have something for my stream thumbnail.
What town is this?
There we go. So, without further ado, we're going to head upstairs and eat this. And then, probably going to resume streaming, but it's going to be a video game stream. We'll be playing some Halo 1 with a mod installed on it called Cursed Halo. Which adds all sorts of weird and wonderful effects, like a grenade that when you throw it can do one of like 90 plus different things, some good, some bad, some completely random.
About 60 miles.
Just for a fun time. So I'll resume my stream in probably about 15 minutes. You guys are welcome to join me then. If you don't, and I won't be surprised or disappointed if you don't join me for that, Jeff, knowing the time that it is over there for you. I appreciate your guys' company tonight. And for those returning, I appreciate you guys' frequent company. It's a privilege to be able to meet people such as yourselves on this platform. You know what? While I'm offline, let's go find a friend to raid. See who's online. I'm gonna raid a friend from Australia called Reaps. He's a variety streamer, lovely guy. Hey, we reached 80 followers during this stream. Thank you guys all very much for helping me hit that goal. I can't believe I'm already up to 11 subscribers in 48 hours since getting affiliate. It's incredible. And I promised to make it worth every single one of you guys, your guys' while. Both the time you spend with me and the money that some of you have spent on me. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit. In the meantime, let's go hang out with the Reaps.
Even though you're 4 years old as a chasm. Meal time with Dad. How the f you going there? Thank you so much for the raid, friend. What were you playing today? I've never been happier than I've been in my 30s. Agreed. Your 40s is for remaking yourself. Crap, I did all that work and I got to remake myself? But I will do a Christmas wheel. Oh yeah, Christmas is coming up. Halloween is coming up. Thanksgiving's coming